Hey, welcome to Garden Sound 365. My name is Garden Sound. This is the show where I write music every day for a year. Today we're starting a new segment. I'm going to analyze two different pieces of music by Bruno Mars, and we're going to talk about why they work and why they're so effective. I'm going to be analyzing Uptown Funk and 24 Karat Magic. We're going to compare the form and analysis of those two songs and talk about why they're so successful. I've realized through recording this today that the parts where I'm actually drawing this out are a bit boring. So I'm going to clip through that so it's not so drawn out and get straight to the analysis part. But I did use today's form and analysis to write today's music. If you'd like to hear that instead of watching the analysis or hearing what I have to say about the music and just want to hear a song in the style of Bruno Mars, click down below in the description to access the music playlist, where you can always just watch the music without having to listen to me talk. For all of the songs that I create for Style Guide, I'm also going to include a link to the project file below so you can really see what I do to create these projects and how I'm really following the format that we've gone over today. I'm going to include the project file for Ableton Live 9.7 below. You have to have Ableton 9.7 to open this. Anybody using Ableton Live Suite 8, I'm sorry, you'll have to upgrade. And feel free, if you've got this project file, to use any of the samples inside of it. I'm not going to track you down. If you want to use my bass line, if you want to use my drums, if you want to use my compressors and stuff, go ahead. They're yours. I don't make your own remix. If you want to chop up these files and make your own remix, I'll feature it. Alright, then you're going to pull up Uptown Funk, and we're just going to start there. Form and analysis. Form and analysis. Everything, every song is form. That's how you get away with making changes to music, is you know form. And if you know the form of something, you don't have to worry about the lyrical content, the melodic content, the harmonic content just isn't as important as the form. Structure of a building, the internal framework, that's the form. Yeah, there's two things you could do. You could either go to school and spend thousands of dollars to learn this, or you can watch my video and I'll teach you for free. Free. Subscribe. Oh man, cool video. I'm not gonna fucking subscribe though because I'm an asshole. Here we go, Uptown Funk by Bruno Mars. Yeah, but he's getting 1 billion views, so he's actually making money. Heard this song 1 billion times. Alright, we hovered right around 115, so 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4. It's an 8-bar intro. Can I help you? Let's get a timeline of the song going here. Alright, so we've got an introduction. The whole song is 4 minutes, 30 seconds. Okay? Let's keep going. Let's keep mapping it out. Hallelujah. So we'll call that section. Don't believe me.
Don't believe me, just watch. Don't believe me, just watch. Hey, hey, oh! Every in the spot. Don't believe me, just watch. Come on.
Don't believe me. That's an 8 and a 4. And then the rest of the song to the end is Uptown Funk You Up. So, let me draw this out. Let me draw this out so it's a bit easier to read. I'm building up to a point, but let's go ahead and analyze 24 Karat Magic. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and stop right there. How long the whole entirety of the song is. So already comparing Uptown Funk to this song, we can see that this is 4 minutes and 30 seconds long, and the intro are counting bars. Let's count those bars.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. Walk in.
Ah, f***, I messed up.
I'm a dangerous man with some money in my pocket. Keep up. They be like, ooh, so bad. Everywhere I go, they be
And kind of rock and crank it kind of noise. So can tell you that these songs are far more similar than even I thought. Let's start with Uptown Funk. If you consider the Hallelujah and the Too Hot section to be one thing, then what I would like to call that is a bridge. So, a couple different terms here. Verse, bridge, chorus. Okay? Those are going to be used to define both of these songs. If you consider Too Hot and Hallelujah a bridge to the chorus, which comes right after it, then these songs are extremely similar. In fact, they're almost exactly the same, with the exception that 24 Karat Magic starts with a chorus. So you have the introduction and then chorus, but then from then on, the songs are exactly the same. You've got verse, bridge, chorus, breakdown, and then chorus out through the end. Which Uptown Funk is slightly different in the end part, where it doesn't have exactly the first two choruses, but the melodic and harmonic content are more or less the same. In fact, we can consider them to be the same thing. We have two songs whose forms are exactly the same, but the length is slightly different. The length of Uptown Funk is 4 minutes and 30 seconds, or let's just say in terms of seconds, 270. We have 226 seconds in 24 Karat Magic. Now, the important part here, and the reason why these songs grab the audience so well, is they change at the same ratios. The amount of change, although the songs are different lengths, is the same. So we have the same number of sections almost, with the exception of one between 24 Karat and Uptown Funk, one different section. We have the same amount of chorus, we have the same amount of breakdown, relative to the form. The most striking part is that Uptown Funk, where the breakdown starts exactly at 167 seconds. If we take 167 seconds and we divide that by the total length of Uptown Funk, which is 270 seconds, we get a figure that is 0.618. That is also exactly the golden ratio, or the golden mean, which is this ratio that is just naturally appealing to humans. It's everywhere. It's in architecture, it's in art, it's in music. But that is striking. I think that's the most powerful reason why this song did as well as it did and charted for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, almost an entire year, more than a year on some charts. Because that breakdown, where he's like, let me tell you something, and he goes into Uptown Funk You Up, which is the name of the song, happens at exactly the golden ratio, exactly 0.618. It's drilled right into your mind, and we can't even control it. We can't even help it. I think that's brilliant. That's absolutely brilliant. It's got everything you'd expect from a song, and this is song form, by the way. Verse, bridge, chorus, breakdown, chorus. That's song form. It's a form that goes back for generations. So there's nothing new about this, which is part of the reason why it's so successful. Let's not recap. Looking at 24 Karat Magic, that breakdown, or the breakdown in 24 Karat Magic, when they start talking about, ooh, that's so playa, with the synthesizer, that happens at 151 seconds, and the total length of that song is 226 seconds. If you divide those two, you get 0.668, which is very close to the golden mean. Not as close as Uptown Funk, but close enough. Clearly, they were going for that same trick, that same overall form, that the same amount of regulation, the same amount of change, of regularity, because it's tried and true. That they didn't change much, really nailed home the name of the song at both of the breakdowns, really nailed home the purpose of the song at both of the breakdowns, so that it fell on almost exactly the golden mean in terms of the total length of the song. It's no wonder. It's no wonder why this song was so successful. And now, here's the thing. Once you've started to notice the golden ratio in songs, you're going to notice it in more of them. There's a couple of songs, for instance, better never let it go, you only get one shot. What's that Eminem song?
Hey, I wonder if you omitted the...
It's Lose Yourself. So Lose Yourself has exactly the same trick going on, except that the F word, the first F-bomb that Eminem drops in the song, happens at exactly the golden ratio. Same thing with Thriller. The breakdown occurs right at the golden ratio. You see it in music everywhere, but it's only in successful songs, and it's stuff like this that I feel like people don't get taught in school. We don't go over this type of trick. we're kind of left to our own devices and to figure this out. What I'm going to do. For today's song, which will be in the description down below in that link, I'm going to go ahead and write a song with exactly this format. I'm going to write a song using exactly the same format that Bruno Mars did for 24 Karat Magic. And we'll see if people like it or not. Let me know if I was wrong. If there's something I missed, if there's a specific format that you think fits better, is something you disagree with, let me know in the comments section down below. Discussion is really the only way to hash these kind of things out, and I'm totally open to different interpretations. So yeah, let me know in the comments down below if you disagree. But as always, thank you for watching. My name's Garden Sound. Fresh beats down below.